Okay, hi, I'm Dr. Hervey. This is the pre-meeting for ECI512, right? Summer 1 of 2016. And I've got the whole class here. You guys all say hi real fast. Hey, we're all here. We got about half the class here. Well, maybe about a third of the class here. We may have a few people. So guys, I'm gonna probably stand up now and you may not see me. I hope I don't give you a lot of my backside, but I will try not to do that. And I'll just give you a view of them. But I'm going to introduce myself, and then I'm going to let them introduce each other or themselves. So, so my name is Lisa Hervey. You guys you can, like I said, check your Facebook, check your Twitter, check your email. Do you want me to go backwards or forwards in terms of how I came to be right here? What do you want? Backwards or forwards?
Backwards.
I'm going backwards. Okay. So right now, I'm a senior research scholar here at the Friday Institute and obviously a professor in the Digital Learning and Teaching Master's Program. And I've been here since about 2008. Prior to that, I taught in Wake County Public Schools. I taught at the public separate alternative school. I taught 6th through 8th grade Center Course of Study Language Arts for over 10 years. While I was there, I got my national boards. I am currently nationally board certified. But in between the teaching and obviously coming to the FI, I did come on over here to the Friday Institute and was a graduate research assistant for Dr. Spires. If you've had her, if you're in the new literacies, Global Learning New Literacies program, you will know her. I did my work and my research in the area of veteran teachers and looking through the Tpac Framework, which you guys, if you haven't heard of the Tpac Framework, you will in this class. But basically, as a veteran teacher, at about 8 or 9 years, I made the journey to making my self-contained one-to-one class a one-to-one classroom, right? And there was nobody helping me. There was no training. There was no PD. There was lots of crying and gnashing of my teeth at night. And so I was just very interested in how we were actually supporting. We were making a lot of these moves toward one-to-one initiatives, but yet we were not supporting the human capital, i.e. veteran teachers, in our schools through this process, right? So that's how I got interested, and that's how I came over here. And then I got lucky enough to get hired here. So I was actually hired here as a, I guess, I don't know, a real person. I don't even know. I just wasn't a student anymore, and they paid me more. And that happened in about 2010. So I've been here at, since 2010. In this position and, done some various things. I work on MOOC Eds. I teach a lot of courses here, but my primary role here at the Friday Institute is I have the privilege and honor of going all across this great state and some other states, but mostly in this state, and do large scale district cultural shifts around digital learning and teaching. I lead the leadership teams about how they think about professional learning, and then I actually enact a strategy and sustainable plan for training their teachers that are getting ready to either are already in a one-to-one or that's soon to be coming, okay? And then I was teaching for 10 years, and then, so before I became a teacher, I was actually an active teacher here in Raleigh. I was an air traffic controller in the Navy for about 8 years, and I was stateside, and I was also in Bermuda. And so I tell you that, one, because I've been telling people where to go and what to do for a really long time. And but the goal here is that just much like when I was an air traffic controller, my job was to get you where you needed to go safely and without doing harm. Okay, so in this course, you're going to feel like we are crashing and burning, or we're imminently going to be hitting another airplane, but we will not. And you must trust me that I will help you avoid any danger spots. But this is going to be a whirlwind, okay? If you've had me before, you need a towel, okay? Because you're gonna be sweating, all right? So that's just a little bit about me. Any questions, concerns about that? Any clarifications about that? I'm a teacher, me. Just got a lot of letters after my name, doesn't mean anything. Okay? All right, so I just want to take maybe 2 seconds. I know it's a little dark in here, but maybe wondering, let's see, we'll start maybe with you, Lindsay. Let's see, can you hit like just number 4 behind you on that panel? Let's see if we can get a little light here, because this is a little dark. There we go, look at you beautiful people, look at you. All right, so just let's take, seriously, because I'm tired, because I've been here, I'm tired. So let's just take, who are you, why are you in this class? And what's one thing you hope to do this summer for fun? How about that?
So, hello, Lindsay Laster. This is my second semester, so I'm here to pursue my master's. One thing that I really want to do is love my
Woohoo! All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay. Welcome.
I am Kirsten Martin, and I am here because this is my last class.
Woohoo! We're back! Woo!
So I'm really looking to graduate.
Yay! Well, let's make that happen, shall we, Kirsten? So that's it. You're doing everything's all wrapped into one thing, right? Get this class done, the thing you want to do, fun. Well, what are you going to do for fun after graduation?
I am rolling over as a full-time technical trainer at SAS from my internship position in July once I graduate.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Awesome. Fabulous. Welcome. Thanks, Kirsten.
I'm Lori Stroud. I'm getting my master's, and I think this is my 5th class. I work at the university, so I'm using my free courses that I get.
Where do you work?
I work in the animal science department.
Okay.
For the 4-H course program.
Okay.
So summer is like our busiest time.
I'm sure.
So after August is when I can take a vacation.
Any idea where you might go?
We usually spend the week in Myrtle Beach with my in-laws. They have a place.
Nice.
It's great.
All right. Well, thank you, Lori. All right.
And I'm very advanced. This is my second class in the program with Dr. Herbie. So, you know, she can't get rid of me, and I'm not going to get rid of her. She's amazing. So I'll take every class she teaches. So my second class with the same teacher, which is awesome. And this summer I'm going to Holden Beach in July as soon as this class ends with about 25 relatives. We stay in one house, and we have 6 children, ages 7 and younger, my grandchildren and great nieces and nephews, and so there's no rest, but it's a lot of fun. So that will be my fun for the summer.
All right. Thank you, Mary. I know, really?
Hi,
Oh.
Dr. Herbie, online people, in-person people. I'm Susie Bowles. I'm an instructional designer at UNC Greensboro.
Okay.
So,
We'll forgive you for that.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, no, I love UNC. I love Chapel Hill. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
I really do. And so I'm about, I guess, halfway coursework-wise through my doctoral program, but I recognize I have a lot still to learn, and all of the research journey has yet to begin. So I'm excited about that. This summer, I'm hoping to begin doing some of that reading, and for fun, I like reviewing books. There's this crazy system where publishers will send you books to read for free, and you get to review them and post about them and get more books for free. And I love doing that. So
Awesome.
That's hopefully.
That's nice. That sounds cathartic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Susie. Excellent.
I am Sally Wooten. I'm working on my doctoral degree in the Council Education Department.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
So I am feeling a little overwhelmed right now, actually, but I am hoping, part of my special interest is integrating technology and classroom counseling, so I'm hoping to gain more insight.
Okay, good. I've had a counselor before, so don't hesitate. No, be sure that you're getting what you need. So I have had a counselor in this course before, and just know there's room for wiggling. Okay. Okay. You're obviously studying your coursework. I mean, where are you? When are you comping? Give me an idea.
Next summer.
Okay, so you're in your first year.
I am part-time second.
Okay, gotcha. Part-time second year. Okay, makes sense. Okay, good to know. All right. Thank you, Susie.
And I'm in my final class of my master's program.
Yay! Woohoo!
To
Oh, that's right. You're one of my beggars. Right? Right? I think so. Did you email me? Maybe you didn't. Did you get in the class on your own, or did I let you, or get you in? I can't remember. I had so many requests.
I think it was, I had a class I was supposed to take last fall, and it was full. So she was like, all right, we'll just take it in the summer, but it's not offered in the summer. So she gave me a list of like 5.
Oh, okay.
to choose
Oh, so
from.
you just registered normally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Anyway, so congratulations. And
Thank you. So yeah, this summer I'm hoping to get a job. I'm going into middle school social studies.
woohoo!
So,
Middle schools are awesome. Thank you, Alex.
My name is Matthew Henry. I'm an instructor out of Lake Technical Community College. college in the network and computer technologies program. Basically, I teach vocational IT, how to network, how to administer servers, how to fix computers. So I kind of deal with that end of it. I am halfway through the master's in digital teaching and learning. This will be the 5th classroom class, so I'll be the back half after this. Plans for the end of the summer is basically to emerge with a thesis topic in mind. I'm going to immerse in the literature and find something in community college leadership that I can grab onto.
Yep. So you are going for the thesis. Anybody else in here thesis track? Okay, fantastic. Rest of our EDs, Masters of Ed. Did you know there's some thesis track and there's an ed track? You know, it's fine. One you write a big paper and one you don't, basically. All right, thank you for that, Matthew. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn around. Hi, it's gonna be gonna look at my face a lot. Sorry about this. Now you're just gonna have to listen because I'm gonna do something with these guys. The directions for what I'm doing with these guys is in your orientation directions. So if you're actually watching this video, go and read the orientation directions. All right, so what I want you to do is break out your weapons of mass instruction. And I'm going to show these guys online. And so this app, let's see, it's this little walkie-talkie guy. It's hard to see. I get in a glare. Why am I getting a glare? Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, he's like a little walkie-talkie. See him right there? So you guys are going to go to your app store, whatever that is. I know you buy apps. You know how to do this. Go to your app store, and I need you to please download, get whatever it is that you do. I need you, and Mary and you guys don't just sit tight, right? I don't need you to do anything. I need you to get this app called Voxer. So this course is about mobile learning. So you might imagine that I'm going to engage you in learning activities and have you have experiences around how you can actually leverage these little weapons of mass instruction, okay? So this is one of the first things that we're gonna do. This is going to be the way that we stay connected. How many of you guys have heard of Remind? Right? Like where you send, right, Remind 101, it's now called Remind, where you can send texts to your students. Well, this is like walkie-talkies, texting, Remind, got together and had a baby. Okay? So I need you to download this app. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and I know I can do it, but I'm just gonna do it this way because this is just easier for me, so. Yeah, it looks like a little walkie-talkie. It was a little orange. I guess I should have pulled that up for y'all. I'm sorry. It's a little orange. So I'm going to share my screen just so you can see how that works. Okay. So Voxer, is that orange? Is it orange? Come on, internets. It was this little orange guy. It's exactly what he looks like. Okay. And then I'm going to go back. Oh, I guess I wasn't sharing actually. So Voxer looks like this little orange guy, Voxer. Okay. So I'm going to actually stop sharing for a second and go back to live. And then while you guys are doing that, I need you to go ahead and sign up for an account, do whatever it is, say yes, 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 yes. Whatever it asks you, say yes. Because why would you download something on your phone and then deny it access to your camera or access to your microphone or access to anything? That just doesn't make any sense. The CIA is not going to come get any information off your phone. It's not how it works. I know you already know what I'm looking for. Hold on. Slow your roll. Oh, that's right. So read it to me. You know, I can't see nothing. Go.
That Anderson.
Oh, no, no. You came up with like a Mary, remind me.
Advance 072.
You can write it. Once I have you, I was going to add you to right away. Okay, so anybody have their Voxer handle? Does anybody have that ready to share with me? So guys that are online, you folks that are watching this video, which you're probably not really doing, but so I'm going to add them right now in real time. If you read the orientation directions, it tells you to email your Voxer handle. Okay, email me. If you don't, I can't put you in the Voxer group, and then I'm going to call you, and you don't want me to call you. All right, who's ready to go? SB. Wait. Sorry. SB. B as in Victor.
B is in boy.
Okay.
SBBOLS.
Okay, anybody else ready to give me their Boxer handle? Just read it to me.
SWOOTE362.
SWOOTE.
3.
Sally Wood, all right? Gotcha. Next.
KLMORRI.
Okay, you gotta slow down so you're not.
Sorry.
KLMORRI. Eight, as in the number 8, as in the number 8. Okay, there, they pulled you up. Okay.
LSTROU467.
Got you. Alex, and then I'll come back to you, Lindsay.
Wilson, J-A-8000.
Spell it, just spell it.
Okay.
Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N.
S-O-J
Oops, wait. S-O-N-J-A.
3000.
Alex Wilson. Lindsay, you're last. A-S-T-E-R. Yeah, that didn't come out. L-L-L. 3 L's. A-S-T-E-R. That took a second. All right. Okay. So how this works is this will be our community of learning. Okay. Like, I don't like emails. Like, I do like them, but if you have a question for me, it's a lot easier for me to be like, yeah, this is okay, work. It's a lot easier for me to send you a message while I'm sitting on my couch than it is to type out an email. So, you are welcome. This is how we will stay in touch. Okay, so question comes up. I am not, you know who's the smartest person in the room? The room. Okay? Who's the smartest person in the chat? The chat. So I don't know everything, and I'm busy, especially during the day if I'm in the field. So if you have a quick question, put it out in the Boxer, and maybe somebody else in here is really brain trust, they might have the answer. So you actually will be completing assignments in Boxer. So it's not a luxury. Be active, be healthy, be in this community of learning if you would like to survive this semester. Okay? You don't always have to use the voice feature, but I do think the voice feature is great. You can text, you can send images. It's just us in this, that's all, it's just this class. There's nobody else watching us, okay? But this will be the main way to get a hold of me and the most immediate way to get a hold of me, okay? Make sense? All right? Questions or concerns?
What types of assignments will you be completing in Boxer?
Case study reflections, some final reflections, a couple assignments. And then the rest of it does, let me just be clear, it does serve a dual purpose. It serves as our sort of class back channel, and then there will be times where you do assignments. So that will all be mixed in like a big, recipe, okay? So there's not like a time that you do it this way and a time that you do it this way. You use it as you see fit, but there will be periodic times where you are required to use Boxer. Make sense? So I would certainly be checking your Boxer, at least have it up on you can pull it up on your laptop as well. You can box from your laptop. If your Boxer app is open and I go to box you or anyone in this room boxes you, it will go live. So you want to be really in control of your Boxer app. You really want to turn your Boxer app off if you do not want to be disturbed. Okay? And you can configure your settings and your notifications. I'll leave that all up to you. Okay? You cannot break apps. You cannot break Web 2.0 tools. Mash it, see what it does, figure it out. But that's up to you. You set your own notifications. You do what you need to do in Boxer. Okay? Questions or concerns about Boxer?
I always have questions, sorry.
That's right. No, I don't care.
What is an appropriate response time? Within 1 day, 2 days, is 3 days too long?
Me? are you?
Or the Voxer conversations?
Oh, well, okay, so that's a great question. So, I mean, most of it's in real time, right? Like, I mean, you talk to each other, if you check the Voxer and you see somebody say something, you guys talk amongst yourselves, right? And I'll check it every couple of days. In terms of the responses, we only have a week, so I mean, I'm gonna be a little bit liberal in that, but I mean, you should be checking the Voxer. We're only doing this for 5 weeks, you should be checking it every day. Once you go to do the assignments, then you will be giving reflection or feeding back to each other. Because we only have a week, because normally I do my application activities in the second week, I have 2-week units, I basically had to take 2-week units and smash them into one. So most things are, your flip grids are due on Wednesday and everything else is due on Friday. So kind of, I can't really kind of put it, you know what I mean? So just respond in kind, be a member of your learning community. I'm not about quantifying things, I'm about quality. Okay, so you won't get a lot of numbers from me. I'm not going to tell you have to have this many slides with this many capitals with this many references. Do you until you have content mastery. So I don't quantify learning, right? You'll notice that on my wheel, you don't know that yet. These guys are like they're laughing because they're like, I'm like, there's like, I don't even know how many points there's. Like, what was there, 12 points in the other one? I don't even know. All right, so let's jump in and let's get started so I can get you out of here. First thing I want to tell you is obviously, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to jump into the course. Have you all made your way to Wolfware, and have you all been able to make your way into 514? Do you see this? Yes? To go to wolfware.ncsu.edu. Thumbs up if you are looking at this. You're almost there. Mary, I'm not worried about you. All right, so this is my class. So first of all, let me just give you a quick primer about the class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, okay? I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, but don't hesitate to stop me because I'll just keep talking if you don't. Okay, so unfortunately, this part of it's going to be like, because I have to just tell you some stuff. Is that cool? All right, but like do this to say stop, 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 stop. Obviously, I'm not going to show you every little thing to the like tiniest grain size. I'm going to give you a big picture overview, and then it's your job to go in and dig it. Okay? Fair enough? Okay, fantastic. So the first thing I want to tell you is that before I would do anything in this course, I am telling you, before I would do anything in this course, I would go and update your profile and make sure you unsubscribe to forums if you don't want 1,000 gajillion emails. They upgraded the Moodle. Every time they upgrade the Moodle, it defaults you back to subscribing to all of the forums. You have been warned. You have been told, do not hit me up in Voxer about that nonsense. It's a nightmare. Just do it. Please don't be a little scary, shadowy person. Okay? Can you throw up an avatar, a flower, a turtle? Please change your profile picture so I don't have to look at scary shadow people for 5 weeks. Can you just do me that quick flavor? And please, please don't be on anything but Chrome. If you try to change any of this on, I don't see a lot of PCs in here, so it's not a big deal, but it will not work. You cannot change your profile picture on Internet Explorer. It won't work. So don't call me and say, I tried, but it doesn't work. No, are you on Chrome browser? Chrome or Firefox are your friends. The rest are not. Be clear. Cool? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, good. All right, change your profile, set your forum notifications. Don't be a shadowy person. Okay, so this is my course. I don't know how many of you guys have had a course in Moodle before? Yeah, my course doesn't look like any of them, right? Sure doesn't, because it isn't. So what I have is I have a social forum in my course. Basically, that's where I just drop stupid videos. Because normally, we would have used the social forum for our Voxer. Do you understand? So this is just substitution here. So really what that does is sort of render, but I just like the way it looks because I don't like topics format because it's boring mostly. But it does, the Voxer does render the social forum kind of because we're really gonna be on this, I guarantee you. We're gonna be on this. So what this does is I'm just gonna drop stupid videos in. That's what that is, okay? But if you like are not getting me and you wanna call me out, then you can call me out in the social forum, okay? If I'm not answering your Voxer or something. But I mean, if the social forum you have something to say, or you want to add something silly or fun to just as a social thing, that's kind of considered this more of the water cooler. You know, what movie did you watch this week, or what's the bad joke you heard this weekend? You're welcome to use it in that way. Okay. But otherwise, it's just going to be me in silly videos. We're going to use Voxer. Over here on the right-hand side, I have a whole bunch of RSS feeds. If you are really looking for literature, or looking for thesis ideas, or looking to keep up with the field, I have put links in here that will update as we move through from some of the publications, online blogs, etc., that I particularly follow. Love it, leave it, lump it. It's up to you. It's there for you. Use it as you see fit. Anybody can add a discussion to this, and it works like a backwards blog. The latest discussion topic will be at the top. Okay, so it scrolls like a blog or like Twitter. Okay, and then over here is really your main navigation panel, right? So the syllabus is here. This is just a published Google Doc. Read it. I will know who read it, and I will know who read it and who did not. I'll just leave it at that. You do you. You're graduate students, right? That's where the syllabus is. I don't overuse course announcements. I will mostly do a lot of it through email or through Voxer. But if I absolutely know that I have to make sure that I have some like record that I told you something, then I will use the course announcement, and that will be pushed to your email. But I try not to use that. You're not going to get week 1 begins. No, you should know that. I don't need to announce that in a course announcement. But those are there. If I send you a course announcement, guess what I'm trying to say is that if you get a course announcement from me, it probably means there's something that I need you to really pay attention to. So don't just dump it in trash like normal, okay? And then you will be, how many of you are currently on Twitter? How many of you currently are not? You will be. It is a requirement of this class that you use Twitter, okay? So in thinking about that, and if you're going to continue to use Twitter in your professional way, you might want to consider making sure that your name is respectable and not Jenny Dizzle, Drizzle, Gizzle, which has literally happened to me, even though I told them not to. We will not be using a hashtag, which is the more typical way to use Twitter, okay? Hashtags are nothing more than organizing conversations around a topic, a meme, or an idea. The problem with that is that hashtags tend to fall off after about 5 to 7 days. Like after 10 days or so, that your hashtag tweet, I can't find it in the hashtag. I can go to your profile and find it. That's a giant pain for me. I have 23 people in this course. So what we're going to use is anytime you tweet for this class, somewhere in the middle with no characters anywhere near it, there has to be a space in front and there has to be a space at back, is you're going to be using this @MobileNCSU to tweet. It is a requirement of this course. Questions or concerns thus far?
So do you recommend at the end of our statement include that?
That's fine. It doesn't matter. There's no rules. It can be anywhere in the tweet itself. But you'll be using Twitter to complete assignments in this class. And Twitter didn't do it, and Twitter is fine. There are 190 conversations that happen around education on Twitter. Twitter is one of the most phenomenal tools to continue your professional learning on the face of the planet. This is not about what you ate or what you did. There is a whole other side of Twitter that you do not know about. When you get to your orientation activities, I give you some guides and some primers and some ideas about how our profession, at least in education, and I believe to some extent counselor ed, are using this. This is real stuff, okay? Twitter, this is my tweet deck. Okay, these are all the people that I learned from, all right? So Twitter is for reals. Okay, questions, concerns, Twitter. Then what's gonna happen? I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this. So don't worry about your Twitter accounts. I just forgot. So this is what's gonna happen. I have a link here. In your orientation activities, I'm gonna ask for you to tell me using a Google form what your Twitter handle is, okay? What this link is the end result of that so that you all can look at each other's. So you are not going to enter your information by this. This is simply the answer from the survey when you put your stuff in so that we all can see each other's. That's it. That will be in orientation activities, and it will show up here. And I gotta fix it because it probably has all the other old guys in there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. This will bring you to your grades, hopefully. All right, I think I'm gonna have to fix that because I think it brought me to my old course. Okay, don't click that, I'll fix that. For some reason, like this is basically it's taking me to my old 512. I know, it's a pain. Don't worry about it. Yes, Matthew?
So when I was looking at the class earlier today, one thing I did notice
Mhm.
is you got weeks 1 through 5. If you go into the content though, it gives the 16-week breakdown. So we'll say
No, not now, not now. It doesn't. You might have been in there when I was messing around.
Okay.
So I was switching it back from topics to social. So if you just happen to be in there, you saw it crazy. Like that back end of my stuff is a nightmare. But yeah, no, this is what it looks like. It's fine. You were just in there when I had it undone. Okay. All right. Well, let's go back. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. But all right. So I got to fix that link. Somebody text me a Voxer that says change your grades link. Go. All right. So let's jump right in. So orientation begins now. You're welcome. The course is open. Obviously, class begins on Monday. You all are adult learners. For some of you that are in service, this is a crazy time of year. You do you. Stay connected to the class. Do your assignments as you see fit, but the course is open. Go. Everything is ready to go. So let's jump into a typical week. Week 1 is not typical only in the sense that it has an orientation layer on top. Okay? So let's just jump in. So this is how you will navigate to each of our weeks of learning and content. Now, because this is the mobile learning course and because this is the Digital Learning and Teaching Master's Program, you are going to see my goal is to model various ways to deliver and have you engage in blended learning in my course. So I'm going to show you everything that I possibly can, and I'm going to use lots of tools to do so. All right? So week 1. So week 1, one thing you'll always notice, in all of my weeks, you will always, for those of you that have a dying need to print something, I always have an overview. If you're the kind of person who needs, what are my learning goals this week? What am I doing this week? When, what, how? Then boom, that's for you. Okay, for your visual learners, and you need to print. Also, if you are questioning if I have learning goals, yes, I do. They're in the overview. Every week we'll have an overview. Okay, so that will be that's consistent. In this particular case, you do have an orientation. This is the only time you'll see this particular configuration in terms of delivery. This will seem very familiar to Matthew and Mary. This is just a published Google Doc, and you will simply walk your way through. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Now, the good news for you guys is you have to do this. You already did this. Yay. Good job. And then you have to do this. Okay? Cool? And there's no grade. I ain't grading your introduction video. Now, let's talk about that. I do not have forums in my classroom. You're welcome. However, you do have to make videos. And we're going to use something called Flipgrid. Anybody use Flipgrids before besides you? No? Okay, so good. Some other ones. So you guys school each other. Be friends on Voxer. Help each other. You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay? But basically, you have 90 minutes. Or 90 minutes. Ha, I wish. No. 90 seconds to record. So I make you practice sort of with your orientation. Like use it, play with it. That's a great way for you to kind of use the tool without it being kind of a high stakes thing, right? Because I'm not grading it. So, but you can't break it. But here's the thing. We have 23 people in this classroom and there are 25 spots on a Voxer. So please don't be like, wait till the last second and then go to make it and your audio doesn't work and this doesn't work. And then you go and try to grab another spot because once you put it up in the Flipgrid, you can't take it down. But if you grab another spot, then that's not cool because you're taking it from somebody else. Email me and I will take it down. But at 11 o'clock on Wednesday night, when your thing is due in an hour, I ain't taking it down because I'm sleeping. So you wait, that's on you. Cool? Awesome. So I'll walk you through that. It's super easy. And it's super easy. Okay? So just do that. You get all the links. Anything that you see, look at my hand. Look at this. Goes from a cursor, from an arrow to a hand. That means that's a link. But you will just follow that. All right, that's orientation, but let's get down to the way the rest of the courses will mostly look. So you're going to scroll down because I say week 1 work is here. So each week, like I said, is really 2 weeks of learning mashed into one. 2 weeks of learning mashed into one, because I'm very much about synthesis and analysis, but then I want you to apply. But we got to do all that in 1 week. Sorry, you did push the button for summer 1 course. Remember that, okay? So basically the way it's going to work is I always have a video that says, here's what you're doing this week. I will do a screencast. So that's sitting there for you. This is a thing link, by the way. So I'm going to use different tools to show you how to deliver content and interact with students as a model for what is possible with technology. And then I use numbers. So you would start with 1. And what I'm gonna do is, you're just gonna, your cursor is your friend. You cannot break this, but you must be willing to move around. So I will tell you right here, read the introduction in cold. Read chapters 1 and 2 in Barnes. Then I will have a link. This little blue thing is a link. This is a link. You must read these. These are not optional. It doesn't say anywhere in here, if you want. These are required. This video is required. This video is required. This is required. Okay, so you would read those, view those, synthesize those, and what you're going to then do in step 2 is, look, I give you the directions. This is what I want you to address in your Flipgrid. And then you have to tweet. This, up to the Flipgrid, content up to the Flipgrid is really Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Flipgrids are due on Wednesday. You only got 3 of them, and 1 of them is your introductory. Come on. So really 2. It's due on Wednesday. Content to Flipgrid due before midnight on Wednesday. Anything else that I ask you to do, anything else from coming up with policy documents to tweeting to boxing to whatever else it is, anything else, any other activity in my course is then due by Friday. Because my course runs Monday through Friday, you have the weekends off. You're welcome. So do you have to get ahead? Yeah, you do. You might want to be doing some work this weekend. Alex.
The Flipgrid videos, is that something that we post to this? I've never used it before. Is that something that gets posted to the site?
Yeah,
or to...
It's right here. It's going to walk you through right here. Here, you're going to put, what do you think you're going to push? The big plus button. And then it's going to say, it's going to take your picture, and then it's going to prompt you. The questions are on the thing link, but they're also replicated right here. So you actually have them in 2 places. And then you will record, you can preview your own recording, and then you can say, do I want to put it up? And then these little slots will fill up with your beautiful faces.
Okay, and so we have like a classroom Flipgrid.
This is a class Flipgrid, so it goes right to this link, okay?
Okay, cool.
You can't reply to each other, you can heart each other. Okay? You can heart each other, but you don't even have to reply. But I do think you should watch each other's. I don't know, but you do you. Okay, so again, when are Flipgrids due? Every week. Obviously, orientation's the fluxy one, because you can do it tonight, tomorrow. Just kind of have it done before week 1. That would be my basic expectation. I mean, the class is open, get it over with, especially you guys that are here. What about if I want you to tweet or box or do something else? When is that going to be due by? Friday. At what time are all of these things due? Midnight. Okay. Fantastic. And so then here comes your very first Boxer assignment. So again, this is all in 1 week. So do you understand the need for a tab? So you got to read, you got to Flipgrid, you've got to tweet, and then you're going to now go into chapters 1 and 2 in cold, and you're going to look at all those case studies, and then you're going to reflect in Boxer. But everything you need to be able to know and be able to do to be successful in my class is here. I could go into the hospital and you all could still do my class. Okay? Everything you need to know and be able to do to complete the assignments are here. It's just a matter of you reading the directions. Clear? Awesome. And so, let's talk about that really fast. Let's go ahead and take care of some We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, we'll do it in a minute. So let me just show you, so that's week 1. The only real difference now, oh, and by the way, you have group work next week. Not next week. Week 2, you have group work to do. So get up on that. It is the only required group work I have for this course. You are optional for the final project, but you do have group work due in week 2. Sorry, there's just nothing I can do. That would be week 4 in a normal class, but I cannot help it. All right, clear? You must partner. You're going to be coming up with, there's of course the written overview. There's a way for you guys are going to group yourselves. Here's a quick clue, and I say this in my video right here, but guys, how about you actually talk to each other before you just go grab and spot? Because that just messes people up. If you just go and grab a group, and then you're sitting in group 6, but then nobody knows you and nobody's wants to be with you, and you're just holding that group, that slot hostage because nobody else can get in there. So how about you form your group either using Voxer, the social forum, or Twitter before you sign up. Is that cool? All right, excellent. So, and then you always turn stuff into me in galleries. So these will wind up be a series. You're going to be looking at policy documents, and believe me, all of the directions are here. Don't worry. But you're basically going to be turning in a set of documents to me around mobile learning policy. But this will all come. I'm not going to sit here and explain it all to you because you will have to read the directions. But basically, your group will be coming up with some Google Doc URLs. I don't accept anything that's not a URL. It's not a URL. I'm not grading it. Okay, is that cool? All right. So, but the basic thing that I want you to get from this is that everything kind of rolls the same. Even though I'm using a Padlet here, it's still the same idea. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to watch my video, and you're going to read, okay? And then you're going to Flipgrid, shocking. And then you're going to do some tweeting. And then I give you a sample BYOT. And then look at here. I give all of your directions. Oh, and I got to change that out. That's terrible. Then I give you all your directions about how you and your group are going to complete the assignment. Cool? All right? We're doing all right? Everybody okay? Susie, okay? Everybody okay?
I have a question.
Yes, Alex.
The assignments, everything needs to be turned in URL. Did
Yeah.
you say no Google Docs or yes to Google Docs?
Yeah. Oh, we're a GAF school. So yeah, these will be Google Docs or Google Forms or whatever they will be. They'll most likely be a combination of Google Forms and Google Docs is most likely what you guys will have. But I'm not limiting to that, but that's generally what people do. But yes, we're a GAF school, so I'm all down with some Googleness. Okay, also all of my rubrics, I should have showed you that. I always have a rubric. So every time, so there's a rubric there. And then if I jump back into week 1, I'm sorry I did not show you that, but I am a teacher. So right here, feedback, right here, rubric. That's what I used to grade. You will notice that they are yes, no rubrics. Either you did it on time and you did it of high quality at a graduate level, or you did not. I'm not about parsing out anything in between. Is that clear? Cool. And remember, the good news is that it's my job to scaffold you to success. So if for some reason you didn't quite reach the mark on something that you turned in, there's always going to be an opportunity to redo. Because my job is to scaffold you to success. Is that cool? All right, excellent. All right, now, I can already so I'm going to stop it for just a second. And I'm going to ask either Mary or Lindsay or Matthew to give me just a very short shout out and tell them to keep it calm and know that it's going to be okay. Because right now I can already see people are like, oh, what have I done? What have I done?
Like the first night of this, when we were meeting Dr. Herbie, and I went, oh my, what have I done? It's like, this is a mistake. And then I went back and everything is so organized, and she steps you through everything. And then you get on your little Voxer and hope not to say, should I make this less clear? Or should I make my answers more vague? But no, she will hold everyone, and she's great.
Okay, I promise you.
She didn't pay me to say that.
No. Lindsay or Matthew, I mean, seriously, I can see the panic and it's hard, but Lindsay?
Well, I was gonna say, it may seem like a lot, but I like really love like your class. Like it's really, like, I feel like the more you get into it, you really flow.
The pattern's the same.
Yeah.
But it's summer class, and it's just that you got the luxury of getting me and it being a summer class. So I'm sorry about that. Okay? Okay? Anything to say to like make them feel better? Not that there's really much we can do now because they're probably already on drop ad. Like, I don't care what these people say.
Embrace the fear, take a deep breath and exhale. It's like the part of a roller coaster. You're going up the first hill, you're tense.
Yep.
Once the class starts, you're on the course and just run with it.
Yeah.
Lean into the curves and just.
It's not easy. I mean, Dr. Hervey's expectations are high, but she did exactly what she says. If you're having trouble, she holds your hand until you get it, and will stick with you the whole way. That's important. So, she's right there.
Right, and especially in these early days, especially like this week and next week, hit up the Voxer. I always expect the Voxer chatter to go really high at the beginning, especially in this course. This is probably one of the hardest courses I teach in terms of technical capacity. I'm not gonna lie about that. Pedagogically, it's certainly challenging because this whole weapon of mass or mobile devices make it, but in terms of technical capacity, I own it. But it is what it is. Right? You do need to have a mobile device of some sort in order to succeed in this class. And I think that was pretty clear in my opening email, and I think it's on the Delta description. So the good news is, let's just jump really quick. So basically week 3, I back up a little. The other thing they probably didn't say was that I mash the gas pedal, and then I slowly but surely will back off because I just got to get a lot into you so that you can actually show me what you're going to do with it. How are you going to synthesize it and go forth and create and do something in your praxis. So you do have a final project. You're just gonna click here. It's gonna walk you through. I do have something called the Unproject because I'm all about voice and choice. And if you don't want to do this, right, then you do what you want to do. And I basically allow it to be open. So you have a choice in your final project. You can do the Unproject or you can do the standard project. Makes no difference to me. But I have it clearly written out here. You will review that. We get to that week 3. Do you have to wait till week 3 to review it? No, it's just already there. So I might dig in early. So definitely use the Voxer group. And this time I'm using Tpac. But look, it's the same thing. You get my video that tells you what to do. You get all of your stuff. There's no Flipgrid. You're welcome. But you do have to do something, right? It's just that I have you do it in the TAC. So you guys will actually be coming down into this forum down here and doing some snuffits with me. Okay? You'll be doing a visual analogy in week 3 and getting to know your final project. I'll come back to the final project in just a second. And then this again, video, and then I have you do some things here, but mostly you're in Assembly. So you're going to be exploring all of these apps. These are all links to apps grouped by content area. So as we do just do some straight up just app. I mean, the nature of this course is I'm not a tool centric, like tool first, but the reality is that in order for you to do your final project, we have to do an app survey. Okay, you're not limited. Let me be clear. Let me say 2 things about this course in terms of apps, because we are going to be exploring a lot of apps. Let me be clear. You do not have to pay for anything to be successful in this class. Do not buy an app that is nowhere written. Some of these apps may have gone up to be paid, but I had them on here because I liked them and then they switched over. That might happen. Then let me know in the Voxer. But in no way do I expect anyone to pay for an app. If you want to pay for an app, that is on you. Okay? Second, when it comes to apps, in no way is this the panacea of all the apps that are available. And if there's another app that you happen to know or love or whatever that's not on the list or on the list of suggested apps that we're exploring that week around a certain topic, by all means, go for it. That's totally fine. So don't pay, and you are not limited to my scope. Clear? Awesome. And then of course, week 5 is pretty simple. I'm using a tool called the S'more. And by this point, you'll be turning in your links forever, wherever you produce your final project. Your final project, or capstone or unproject, will be online. I don't care what platform it's on. However, you all have to do a portfolio for the end to graduate in this program if you're in this program. And I'm a big fan of Weebly. In a nutshell, now you're certainly going to go back to week 3 and you're going to dig deep into this. You're going to dig deep, okay? You're going to read all this nonsense. You're going to read this rubric. You're going to be like, rah, okay? But that's a ways off. Bottom line is this. Basically, if you do the traditional project, right? If you do the unproject, then you and I will negotiate what that looks like. That might be something that you and I negotiate as a doctoral student, right? Okay? In general, though, if you do the regular project and you don't want to negotiate for the unproject, you're basically creating a set of 4 mobile app tutorials that are related to student learning. They must be mobile apps. I talk about that. Remind 101 is an app that you can both use on your your laptop, and I can use it on my phone. I'm good with that, right? But I don't want you using like something like Audacity, right? That's cool and all, but there's not an Audacity app. I don't want you to use just straight up Web 2.0 tools. There has to be an app piece to it, right? Like Plickers, for example. Plickers is a card, QR code. I don't know if you guys have seen it, right? Okay, so I can make my library up here, but I can't actually do Plickers without my phone or an iPad, right? So you guys get me with this, right? So I'm not, I don't really want an Animoto or something, or Edmodo or something, because I'm like, make it be an app. Can it live in both? Yes. But there must be an app component. But that'll become more clear. That's a little bit too fine-grained for tonight, right? You're like, I don't even know what you're talking about, lady, which is fine, which is fair. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there and ask for any questions, clarifications, anything you want me to go back and show you. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. You too shall survive ECI512 in summer. Questions, concerns? It's a lot, but I got you. It's really going to be a matter if you want to get out of here and just go digging. Honestly, you just want to sit with a bowl of popcorn this weekend and just fool around with it. Lori,
What did you say that tool was?
Which one?
On that page.
It's a thing link.
A what link?
Thing link. So I use a thing link, a Padlet, a Tpac, a S'more, and a Symblue, and publish Google Docs.
And what did you use to put all those things onto one page? Is that?
You mean this or this?
But you said you're not using Moodle.
No, I am using Moodle. I'm just not using Moodle, and this is Moodle.
Okay.
This is Moodle. I just don't have it in topic format. I have it in social format, and my stuff just doesn't look like everybody. Mine's just on a series of links sitting in a.
It's a lot cooler.
Oh, I know. Thanks, though. Does he get a new plus or what?
You said social format instead of
Topics.
topic.
So really, it's that main page that's mostly different. And then this is just, you guys don't really care about. This is just an HTML box that I've configured. You don't want to know what the back end of my Moodle looks like. It's a hot mess. Like he saw it this morning, right? But this is a social forum because in the middle of my course, this will grow as a water tank. Like, somebody else adds, then this will grow and grow and this will fill in. And then this is just an HTML block that I just bring you to landing pages. And then I just do a little bit of code and embedding. So I just embedded this guy, that's all. I just want to show you what's possible. So I don't have to, could I have linked you to this thing link? Yes. Well, why would I bring you to Moodle to bring you to ThingLink? Right? So I'm just showing you what's possible. These things up here, these are just published Google Docs. Did you know you can go to File, Publish as a, I don't have to share it with you. I don't have to do jack. I just go to File, Publish to the web. Makes it look like a website. And then I embed that in Moodle. But that you don't care about. That's ID you don't care about. Anyway, questions, concerns? What else do you want me to show you? What else do you want me to show you? You good? You good? Going once, going twice. All right, so here we go. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty. I'm actually gonna take it off sharing because this is like, they're probably like, okay, that was all. Now we're gonna just talk about expectations. Okay, just real quick. So this is the hardest part for me to say, right? This is hard because listen, family first, then your professional duties, and then this course. And in that order, always. Always, always, always. Okay? The thing is that everything is negotiable up until a due date. After a due date, nothing is negotiable. You know you're having a bad week or day, or your kid's sick, or this happened, or that happened. Email me. Let me know. Now, I ain't talking about 11 o'clock on Wednesday night, though, now. Okay? You didn't suddenly get sick at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday night. But that Monday, that Tuesday, you're not gonna get it. It ain't happening. Just shoot me an email. All will be well. Okay? You let that date go by or you don't do it, that is non-negotiable. I'm sorry. This is graduate school. I have to have some kind of benchmark. Okay? You'll notice that all of my rubrics are yes, no, right? Basically, did you do it on time and you do it at quality? Those are the two qualitative benchmarks that I want you to hit here in this class. Okay? I have a rubric for everything. Okay? You will be getting feedback from me in video, audio, and written. Okay? These summer courses are incredibly difficult and hard. They're probably like looking at my hand going, that's not attractive at all. Summer courses are incredibly wrought with difficulty by their nature alone. This course by itself adds a whole other level of complexity on top of it. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just trying to be honest with you, but I also need you to be reflective in the fact that you pushed the button. I did not. Okay, you knew you had kids, you knew you had a job, you knew you had soccer practice, you knew you had this, and that. So you need to own that. Is that cool? Are we good? Holy gosh, I think I'm done. There isn't really anything else. That's it. It's 5 weeks. It'll be like a Band-Aid. It'll be over before you know it, and we're going to rip it off, hairs and all. That's it. But you need to get ahead. Basically, you need to get ahead, or you're not going to survive this class. You help each other, right? Remember what I said? The smartest person in the chat is the chat. Use the Boxer. Ask questions. No question is silly. I hope that I'm not the only one going in there and answering people's questions. That doesn't seem right? Let's democratize this, okay? Let's all learn together. Let's bring in the high tide so all of our boats rise. Cool? Questions or concerns?
Projects, do they require that we be geographically close to those people? It's like something you have to work together in person?
No, I would suggest, that's a great question. Okay, good. I'm glad we're talking about this. When you go to do your, listen, we're in a mobile learn, get on, you guys will either decide in your group, you decide, do you want to meet at Hunt Library? If you are desperate and you need me to reserve your room here, absolutely. I don't understand why you guys just wouldn't GHO each other. Decide what we're going to do and begin collaboratively on a Google Doc. I mean, you all have to figure that stuff out. I mean, this is the way of the world. So either figure out you're going to meet synchronously, asynchronously, face-to-face, online. There's a gajillion ways to be, and then there's this thing called the phone. You can call each other, right? That's going to be on you. You all have to figure out how your group is going to roll. And honest to goodness, don't wait until the last minute if you're having problems with your group. Don't tell me the day before, well, such and such didn't do anything. Well, you knew this way before now, right? If someone is not being responsive to your emails in your group, let me know immediately so that I can actually help you and be proactive and not reactive. On the other flip side of that coin, be respectful colleagues and collaborative partners to each other. Be timely. We have no time to waste in here. Check your NC State email every day. Check the Voxer every day, at least for this short period. In a regular class, we wouldn't be this intense, but for this class, we have to, particularly around the group work. It's just too big of an assignment for me to let you do it by yourself. In terms of the final project, you are welcome to do it by yourself or work in groups. That's up to you though, but not week 2 work. Okay?
How many people in a group?
I think I have like 3 and maybe 1 group of 4, something like that. I can't remember, something like that. Yeah, because I have 20 some of you, yeah. So 4 and 7 groups. So there's gonna be like 7 groups roughly. Okay? It's fairly straightforward and everything, and let me tell you this too, the cold book, like if you don't have your text, you're in trouble. And let me tell you, let me also give you, like, make you feel better about the group work. Like, cold walks you through that group work. You're gonna have plenty of models. You're not gonna be like this. I'm like, look at these examples. Now make it work for your context. Like, so you will see what's expected of you. You just now need to translate into who you actually work with and what will actually work for your group. But everything I'm asking you to do is in the cold book, and I give you an example of, I promise you that. The cold book is amazing. I love the cold book. That is your textbook, by the way. Everybody have it? Yes. Hey, Lindsay. Need to get it. It's a Kindle version. I would just go, you might as well just get the Kindle version anyway at this point. This is too late. Okay, we can talk. Figure that out. Yeah, figure that out, girl. All right. What else? Questions, concerns? And don't let me scare you about the group work. I'm making it bigger than it is. Guys, do you guys know how to make something, like, you guys know that, let me just say this too. My Lisa_Hervey email is not a real email. It's fake email. Does not work with Google Docs. It doesn't have anything to do with Google Docs. So I don't want you sharing anybody with any emails anyway. What you really want to do is make it, you want to make it, when you open up the new Google Doc using your NC State account, it's automatically defaulted to share with only people at NC State. So you have to make it anyone can comment or view, okay? And if that's something that you don't understand what I'm talking about right now, then you need to go figure that out. Okay? I will throw some videos and stuff in there to help scaffold you to that when we get to that point, I promise. I'm just not gonna do it right now because you're gonna be like, oh. Right? It's not that hard, and I have a video that will help you do that. But the bottom line is, and the way you do that is send the link that you think people can see to, like, your friend and ask them, can you open this? Because if they can't open it, I can't open it. And probably you don't want your professor not to be able to open your stuff when she's getting ready to grade. That's not gonna do well. And that just puts me behind because I definitely have time where I grade. And so when I go and hit a link and I don't have access, I get a little irritated, okay? Because this is the way of the world. If you don't like Google, too bad. Drink the Kool-Aid and let's keep it moving. Seriously. Questions, concerns, pushback. Who's thinking about already not staying in the class? You are.
Just being honest, yeah.
Why? Not interested.
I mean, it is super interesting, but I'm also coaching a course this semester, so I'm just taking time, saying I don't know if I have enough time to dedicate.
Just do me a favor.
Okay.
Take the weekend.
Okay.
Dig in. Talk to these guys on Boxer. Just seriously. I mean, I hear you. I do. I can, your body language is, I know how to read my crowd, right? I knew. But I'm just telling you, I always kind of do that because I just kind of want to make sure everybody's really clear, but you got to realize I've been doing this a really long time and I promise I'll get you there. But you obviously make your decision, but dig in and say, yeah, this is a lot, but it's also chunked up and doable. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
So let's just talk. Take a moment. Know what I mean? Seriously, just take a moment because I really think you'll be okay.
Okay.
But just take a moment and just dig in and talk to Mary before you leave. Questions, concerns, pushback. And honestly, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's fine. I'm not going to hold you to it, but I understand you're a doctor student. You got a lot of other things on your plate. Got it. All right. Good night. Say good night, everybody. Bye. All right.